Confucius' famous quotes. The hardest thing of all is to find a black cat in a dark room, especially if there is no cat. The more you know, the more you realize how much you don't know. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The superior man understands what is right, the inferior man understands what will sell. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential, these are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. The man who stands on tiptoe doesn't stand firm. The man who rushes ahead doesn't go far. The more you give, the more you have. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. What you do not want done to yourself, do not do to others. Ignorance is the night of the mind, but a night without moon and star. The superior man blames himself, the inferior man blames others. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. When it is obvious that goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. To be able under all circumstances to practice 5 things constitutes perfect virtue. These 5 things are gravity, generosity of soul, sincerity, earnestness, and kindness. The superior man seeks what is right. The inferior one, what is profitable. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. When anger rises, think of the consequences. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Man who stands on toilet is high on pot. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. The more one knows, the less one needs to say. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. The superior man is modest in his speech but exceeds in his actions. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. To be wronged is nothing, unless you continue to remember it. To see what is right and not do it is the worst cowardice. Do not impose on others what you yourself do not desire. Worry not that no one knows of you, seek to be worth knowing. The wise man does not lay up his own treasures. The more he gives to others, the more he has for his own. The gentleman understands what is moral, the small man understands what is profitable. Thank you.